guys, it's Britt, and welcome back to Girl Power. And this week, the theme is Bible Story Week. And I think this is going to be one of my favorite weeks because this week we get to share our favorite Bible stories with you. My story is the story of Esther. So, before you go any further into this video, stop. Just stop for a second. Open up your Bible, which I have mine right here. My ginormous, lovely study Bible, or the app on your phone real quick, and read the 10 chapters that is the book of Esther. So, go, read that. I'll wait for you. Okay, I assume that you've read it. Hopefully you have, because if you haven't, this might not make a lot of sense. Okay, well, it might still make sense, but not a lot of sense. Maybe. So in the story, you have King Xerxes, Esther, Mordecai, which is her cousin. Ooh, and Haman. You have Haman. I'm just looking at key people. I forgot Haman. How could I forget Haman? He's the bad guy. Okay, so here's the story of Esther in Brittany terms in 3 minutes. 10 chapters in 3 minutes or less. Are you ready for this? Story of Esther, and go. So basically, here's what happens. King Xerxes summons his wife, and she doesn't want to do whatever he wants her to do. So he basically kicks her out of the royal palace. Blah, 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 blah. She's gone now. Okay. So this man can't be alone. So he needs a woman. So what does he do?
Because we all know men need a woman.
So King Xerxes' people go summon every woman, including none other than Esther herself. So basically, out of all these women in the whole kingdom, Xerxes picks Esther, who is a young Jewish woman. He doesn't know that she's Jewish. I feel like that's a disclaimer. He doesn't know that she's Jewish. So hold that thought, everybody. Meanwhile, Mordecai, Esther's older cousin, Turkan, became a government official during the Tenchor-Foiled and assassination plot because somebody was going to assassinate King Xerxes. Haman was his second in command. So basically, Xerxes was head, right? And then it was Haman. And Haman told Xerxes everything. And sometimes Xerxes just said, Haman, do whatever you think's best. Put my little stamp on it. You'll be good. It'll happen. Whatever. Which, I'm getting ahead of myself. So Haman came up with this idea to have everybody bow down and worship Xerxes. I believe it was Xerxes. But Mordecai refused to do that. So Haman found out that Mordecai and the Jewish people did not want to bow down and worship. Okay. So this made Haman a little bit mad and says, when Mordecai refused to bow down to him, Haman became furious and determined a way to destroy Mordecai and all the Jews along with him. To accomplish his deed, Haman deceived the king and persuaded him to issue an edict commanding the Jews to death. So, Haman basically said, hey, there's people that aren't following your word or your laws, so I think we should just kill them all. And Mordecai found out about this, and he said, Esther, you need to do something, because at this time, Esther was queen. Esther 4:14 says, for if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance, for the Jews will arise from another place, and your father's family will perish. And who knows, but that you have come to your royal position for a time like this. So he's basically saying, this is why God put you here, finish God's work, or if you don't do it, somebody else will do it, and all of us will die, but it'll happen eventually. So Esther had the thought she had to save her people. How she was going to do this, she didn't know. She asked all the Jews in the kingdom to fast with her, and she fasted and prayed, and God gave her Esther's plan and Esther asked King Xerxes and Haman to be her guests at a banquet. During the feast, the king asked Esther what she really wanted, and he promised to give her anything she wanted. The king promised to give her. Esther simply invited both men to another banquet the next day. That night, unable to sleep, the king was flipping through some records in the royal archives when he read the assassination plot that Mordecai had kind of ruined. Surprised to learn that Mordecai had never been rewarded for his deed, so he was never really rewarded. The king asked Haman what should be done to properly to thank a hero. But Haman thought he was going to be thanked, so he gave this whole big wallapalooza about what he would want to be done to. I think there's a horse, and he was going to be dressed in like finest clothing and shown around the town like a true hero. King Xerxes was like, alright, do this for Mordecai. During the second banquet, the king again asked Esther what she really wanted. She replied to the same plot, or she replied that someone had plotted to destroy her and her people. So basically, she came out and told Xerxes, she took the risk and told Xerxes that, hey, I'm Jewish, and somebody has made a plot, like this law will kill me and all my people. So if you kill everybody, you're going to kill me too. And she named Haman. She said, hey, this was Haman's idea. This was all him. Basically, immediately, the king sentenced Haman to die on a pole that he had built for Mordecai. Because Haman was wanting to kill Mordecai. He was going to publicly kill Mordecai. But nope, the plot's kind of twisted. So instead of being honored, he was killed like Mordecai was going to be. And when Haman thought he was being honored, Mordecai was actually being honored. And after all of this, Mordecai was then rewarded with Haman's position, since Haman was now dead. And the Jews were granted protection and from the land, and they could do whatever they wanted. So what's the story mean? To me, the story is that verse that I shared with you guys, 4:12, which basically the end of it says, and who knows that you have come to a royal position for such a time as this. So basically, it's wherever you are in your life, God can use you. And when you're in those scary situations, there's also that in the story of Esther, that God has your back. You know, you could be facing something huge, like you weren't supposed to talk to the king. Like, she was scared to death to go and ask him for this. And God was there, and he solved the problem, basically. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and quick explanation of Esther and what Esther's story means to me. Put down in the comments your favorite Bible story. Who knows? It might be a future week where we do Bible story time, and we might pick one of those. You never know. It can be any story. It does not have to be a whole book. But anyway, so leave that in the comments. Tell us your favorite part about Esther, possibly, maybe, what you get from the book of Esther. Some things you take away. And thanks for watching this. I hope you guys have a great evening, day, morning, whatever time it is when you're watching this. And I'll see you next time. It's been Britt. Bye, guys.